Hello, my name is George Basor. I'm the president and owner of Scott Rice. For over 90 years, Scott Rice has developed a long and rich tradition and heritage as an Oklahoma company. Now, for the past 4 years, Scott Rice has been selected as one of the best places to work in Oklahoma, typically finishing in the top 10. Why would this be important to you? Well, simply this. It's employees who take care of customers and provide exemplary service. It's Scott Rice people, their knowledge, and their attitude that set us apart and make a huge difference in the marketplace. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear what Scott Rice customers have to say about choosing Scott Rice as their long-term business partner.
My name is Pete Weinmiller, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Guest Relations with the Oklahoma City Thunder. When we located the appropriate office space in downtown Oklahoma City, we then were prepared to build our office, and we needed to find some partners that could make that happen.
In 2008, there was a lot of things in the news about Seattle, their basketball team moving to Oklahoma City. The local property management company contacted one of our team members and wanted to find out how quick we could facilitate in moving the Thunder here.
I was able to meet with Pete Weinmiller and some of his associates early on a Monday morning around 10 o'clock. And through our walkthrough there at Leadership Square was determined that this was a very fast-track project. So we knew that the only way we were going to be able to facilitate this is use our rental program.
And trying to establish an office for 100 plus people with only a space that was being used by a previous business and trying to change that office into an office that would work for us, that was a task, but also making sure that employees were comfortable and functional and having all the things they needed to be successful. That was where Scott Rice came in.
Scott Rice has been able to set up companies throughout different parts of the world through a temporary program in our rental services, but this particular one was even more fast-tracked than that. It was 48 hours. We had them up and running by the close of business on a Wednesday evening.
And we were able to actually have people on the ground working pretty effectively in a short amount of time, thanks to the input that Scott Rice gave us. The commissioner of the NBA, David Stern, shared with us that he believed that the transition to Oklahoma City with Thunder was the most compressed beginning ever in professional sports. So for us to be able to put our feet on the ground and establish a business operation and do that with only having a few months prior to our first professional basketball game was quite a task. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is that's what you have to do, is get the work done, and Scott Rice has done that for us.
My name is Paul Dargan. The company I work for is Linn Energy. Linn Energy was started in 2003. We are an independent oil and gas company. Over the years, Scott Rice has proven to be really masterful at taking us entirely through a project. Facilities, office expansion, office fixtures.
We've been doing work for Linn Energy and High Mount for over 20 years. We restack their office every year. We provide flooring, furniture. We move their associates. We provide full service.
They listen to our simple plan because I don't have interior design professionals on my staff. They expand on our ideas. They've already got the relationships developed with several suppliers, so they offer us a broad selection to choose from, and they've just proven to stay focused on our task. We've completed these projects on time. We've completed these projects on budget, and there have been numerous opportunities that they have really saved Linn Energy a substantial amount of dollars using our inventory, deploying it in other locations that Linn has across the United States. Just truly been a pleasure to work with.
Paul Dargan's been a great customer to work for. It's always fun to work with customers that know what you can do and believe in you, but you have to prove yourself. And Paul's let us do that. He knows what he wants, and it's our job to get it done for him.
My name's Kelly Smith. I'm the Architectural and Design Liaison for Scott Rice in Oklahoma City, and I also have account management responsibilities. One of my largest accounts is the University of Oklahoma Health Science Center. I work very, very closely with a gentleman by the name of John Hayes, who's the business administrator for the Department of Pediatrics. We have a very, very close working relationship, and we have just completed one of our largest projects ever on campus.
As it pertains to the project that we're currently working on, moving into the new medical office building, 2 floors of academic space, about 50,000 square feet. It's a fairly large project for us to move around 150 faculty and staff into their new academic offices. And so for most people, it would be a little disconcerting and cause a lot of sleepless nights. But like any other project, you run up into a million little things that don't turn out exactly as I planned. And the folks at Scott Rice have done a fantastic job of not necessarily anticipating those, but reacting to those and providing solutions, alternatives that have really helped the process flow as smoothly as I could have ever imagined.
I've worked with John from the inception of our relationship at Scott Rice, which would have been about 9 years ago, and we started with 1 waiting room and 1 clinic in a crummy little building. And it's blossomed into a wonderful relationship where we partner in everything that we do, and we work together to do very much research-based design and planning so that we make sure that the solution meets the needs of the patients and the staff. That's the most important thing to us, is to be able to go into a clinic and see happy kids and happy staff.
Whether it's doing lab furniture in a wet bench research area, or a clinical academic office, or or pure clinical space where we're working on exam rooms and nursing stations, front desk, reception areas, Scott Rice really feels like they're on the same page with us as a department in everything we do. And George always reminds me of the cliche he says, that our mission is to provide everything from the floor to the ceiling and everything in between. And while it does sound cliche, it is very true. So whatever that need is, they're always there to fill that for us. If I was asked to describe the services of Scott Rice to a group that had never used them before, what would come to my mind really is dependability, efficiency, and consistency.
I've really enjoyed my Scott Rice experience for a number of reasons, and I'm sure if there's other folks here today from our office, they would say the same thing. One, it would be confidence, that I have confidence in Scott Rice, that when we need to get something done, it gets done.
I think I could sum it up best by saying their associates are professional from beginning to end of a project. And when I say end, the Scott Rice associates have been here until we are satisfied. I appreciate the broad inventory of products that they bring, from their floor covering options to fixtures and furnitures to the cubicle spaces that have been reconfigured a multitude of times here at Linn Energy. So from beginning to end, they have just literally never failed us.
We create effective workspace from the floor to the ceiling and everything in between. Put us to work for you.